Also checking in with Griffin Rushton with more from the Roundhouse. So Griffin, this is now the third year in a row that rebuttable presumption does not make it through.
Yeah, it is, Trevor, but pretrial detention reform is not off the table just yet. There's a new proposal from Democratic State Senator and former prosecutor Daniel Ivy Soto that's targeting those repeat offenders, the ones that are utilizing that so-called revolving door. His bill would allow the courts to put suspects in jail before their trial if they are arrested for committing a felony while on pretrial release. Ivy Soto noted those conditions of release specifically state suspects cannot commit new crimes and suggested his bill will make sure that rule has consequences.
This is the solution that will start to change the narrative in terms of people who make it their living to commit crimes and disrupt our lives.
Ivy Soto's bill already cleared its first committee with bipartisan support and is expected in its second committee tomorrow night. Now, his bill would still have to clear the full Senate and then the House, but we know the governor's office is backing this proposal, so it could move pretty quickly. As for what state lawmakers worked on today, the Senate flew through several bills this afternoon, including a proposal to allow the state offer digital driver's licenses for any New Mexican who wants one. They also tackled a bill to open up New Mexico's beef industry by allowing state inspectors to step in for the USDA. Both of those bills cleared the Senate with unanimous support. However, there was a significant debate on a proposal to eliminate migrant detention operations in New Mexico. That bill is targeting 3 specific facilities facing numerous allegations of inhumane treatment and unsanitary living conditions. Now, despite those troubling allegations, state lawmakers question the big picture impact of this proposal.
Be careful what you wish for, because these detainees may end up in El Paso and they may end up in Texas, where my experience is the welcome is much less pure than it is in New Mexico.
Now, that bill failed to move forward after a bipartisan group of lawmakers voted against it. That means it is officially dead. Now, lawmakers in the House also tackled several bills today, including a proposal to open up some state funding for housing development. The bill's sponsor told lawmakers today that New Mexico needs roughly 30,000 more housing units to keep up with demand. And she says her proposal would allow the state to loan out money from a special fund for private development projects that might not be able to secure funding otherwise. She says there's a focus on building more affordable housing.
It just makes it possible for these developers to create and develop housing that at a lower cost than they would have otherwise.
Now, that bill cleared the House with strong bipartisan support this afternoon, and it's now heading to the Senate. Now, we should mention that the proposed state budget does include $75 million for this specific housing development fund.